Then raise up your questions, that what are the prospective questions of yours. Then we are having the QA session part of thing for 5 to 10 minutes, where I can have taken care of all the queries and just giving the answers accordingly, right? So I think that will also be helpful for everyone.
Sure, Arohi.
Yeah. So now I'm going to install the Jenkins onto the AWS. So we are just going for 10 to 15 minutes break right now. After that, we'll just initiate from here.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
It's just a 10 minutes break, nothing more than that. So till then, you guys
Okay, ma'am.
also, check out the things that how it's working. Or suppose if someone is having any question, just let me know. I'm here only.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.
So Arohi, actually, I'm new to this technology. Like, is it
Hmm.
very tough to understand the things? I don't know. Like, I'm trying to understand most of the things. Jenkins, continuous integration, and I never heard these terms before.
Okay.
So
So can I know that you are a student, or you are from any, IT background? Can you
actually,
please?
I am from IT background, but like not completely in IT. So
Mm-hmm.
I completed my graduation in BCom with computers, and
Mm-hmm.
prior to this, I did some certifications in networking, like hardware networking, and
Mm-hmm.
I am holding 8.5 years of experience as a that is in 7 years in BPO sector, like as a tech support executive, and then
Mm-hmm.
1 year for Wipro Technologies. So total of 8.5 years of experience I have, but I'm not actually this like these things. I never heard like Jenkins,
Yeah,
continuous
because
integration. I don't
yeah.
know these things.
So okay, okay. So first of all, I am so to be very frank, because you are not from that sector, that's why you won't able to heard that things, right? Suppose if
Right.
you are from this background, then you definitely heard these things, because from if I'm talking about from 2016 or 17, these like when I'm talking about the cloud, before that, when if I'm talk about 2010, no one heard about cloud, right? Everyone is using pen drives, everyone is using hard disk, these kind of things, right? But right now, we guys won't need pen drive, we won't need hard disk, so these kind of things, right? When I'm talking about the Jenkins, it's not very difficult. It's just your perspective to learn about, right? It's a very simple thing. When you give your time, like your minimal efforts, then you're able to understand that thing. So I suggest you, we are also enrolling the things up for the same time. I think if you go for there, so like right now what we are doing, we are briefing of it, right? You don't know the what is the head and what is the tail, right? From scratch I'm talking about.
Mhm.
So when you go deep down the things ahead, like when I'm talking about, suppose if your next part after 10 minutes, I'll just integrating the Jenkins with the cloud, right? We are using the AWS platform, where we are just launching the VM, and within that VM we are deploying your Jenkins, right? So
Arohi, just a second. Sorry to interrupt you in between. Suneet, these are the free workshops that we are organizing, and the purpose of these workshops is to let you all know, like we are starting the new batch from 3rd of July, so that you get to know the basics. We will start from the scratch, like what is cloud, why we are using it, these Jenkins and CI/CD pipeline. These are big topics which you will get to know when you join the classes. These are 12. The classes are for 12 weeks, and we will be providing each and every detail for this tomorrow evening. Means after the two workshops, today and day after and tomorrow. So these are just you will get to know like how we will be conducting the sessions, but details you won't get here. These are just the topics.
Okay, ma'am.
And
Thank
since just as you have told us your background, so for that background you need to join our classes, our training sessions that will be starting from 3rd of July.
you. Okay, ma'am. Sure. Thank you.
Okay,
yeah. So
thank you.
whatever I have discussed with you, the same delivered by Neha. So in our sessions, which is started from 3rd of July, we are just like deep down each
Actually,
thing.
course, actually, madam, how many duration of course? How
Please
many
pardon.
months?
It will be
Hello?
12 weeks, around 3 months.
12.
Okay,
And
timing.
there is an option
Fee?
for you that you can join the like weekday classes or weekend classes. The timing will be in the
Then
night only,
fee?
8:30 to 10
How
p.m.
much? How much fee, ma'am?
Sorry.
Fee.
Is there
Yeah,
any
the
age criteria for this course?
please
How
Your
much
pardon.
voice
fee
is
are
not.
you paying? Hello?
I think you guys are echoing. Could you please come up one by one
Yeah,
so we are
yeah,
able to
please.
tackle your questions?
So, Meha, my question is there any age criteria to join this course?
No, 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 no. No age criteria. No age criteria.
Uh, no age
No,
criteria.
the
Anyone.
criteria is you are from the the criteria is basically you just need to keenly interested and you want to put some efforts. That is the only criteria. Nothing is the age criteria
How much
nowadays. Yeah, please come up again.
cost of fee for
That
course
is
cost of fee?
this is not include over here. So that is taken. You just like take a help from Neha. She will let you know that what are the fee structure and everything. I think she is managing those things. So I am helping you out with the technical queries of yours, right?
Okay, fine. Fine.
Regarding the fees, we will tell you tomorrow evening after the Sunday's workshop.
Okay.
And
Okay?
Arohi, is there any placement like after this course once we complete?
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely, definitely. We
There's a
are
confirmed
like
placement. And
yeah, Neha,
Arul,
can I?
Arul, let me take it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there is confirmed placement and certification. You will get certified also. Both the things are there. So we will be briefing you in more detail tomorrow evening. So just see if you could understand the topics and you'll get to know the things like what we will be covering the most important topics. But in detail, you will be only get to know when you will attend the training.
Okay. So, Meha, does it also cover Linux as well? Because
Yes,
Yeah,
it will. It will be
it will
covered.
cover everything because we structure the program that we are considering the student level, we are considering the corporate level. We design the course in that way. So everyone, suppose if it's not from that domain, that particular person is also able to understand each and everything. So we'll design our course from scratch.
and how many projects are there for this course?
Sorry.
Like
I mean to say, how many projects you will cover in this course?
pro- your
Project.
voice is very much echoing, Rakesh.
Oh, can you hear me now? Hello.
No, no, it's very
Rakesh,
much.
can you please mute? I think
No.
both of them are on. Yeah, now
Okay.
you can.
So I'm Sunit here. I'm saying that how many projects are you going to cover in this course?
Projects or topics you're talking about.
Projects.
Okay. So, Sunit, we will give you all the detailed information while as Meha discussed that we will providing you all the information uh, tomorrow's session, right? And as a approx, we are covering 3 to 5 projects where we are just telling those courses involve your cloud as well as DevOps too. So 3 to 5 projects where we are just doing that, and we are having separative labs of each and every services and tool. So you don't worry about that. We will be taking care that suppose if someone raised the question that for your Linux, right? So we know that we also include Linux and we also include the Linux labs over there. So everyone onto the same page that suppose if someone is facing issue, नहीं आता किसी को Linux, तो वो AWS पे कैसे? So we designed the course as that, like having that thing into mind that we are involved Linux as well, we are involved your cloud, DevOps from scratch. So everyone should understand, and after like continuing following this course, you are able to crack your interviews, you are able to get the placement from the industry. So we designed the course in that particular manner.
Okay, Aravi.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anyone is having any other doubt?
So Arohi, like as I told you, I am having 8.5 years of experience.
Hmm.
So will I be treated as a fresher, or will this experience be counted in my resume?
Suppose if you are having the technical whatsoever, suppose if you are having because I'm not pretty much sure that what sort of experience you are carrying from the technical background part. Suppose if you are having the BA as well, right? I'm just taking example. So when you're going to that, you I think you can connect me later on after this, so I will clear your query mostly onto that part,
Sure, ma'am.
right?
Sure. Thank you, Aravi. I'll do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And basically, how many hours of practice do you recommend after each class?
As much as you can, depending on your backgrounds, like how much knowledge you guys have.
The point is that when I am delivering the content one or one or like this, so Meha is totally, I agree on to her point. But suppose if you are also working and you are not able to commit yourself more than 1 hour or two, right? Because you guys are working as well, right? So keeping that in mind, if you focusedly giving 2 hours daily for 30 days, if I am saying, you are able to crack the examination, I'll assure you. But you should be very much sincere and concerned what is the way, what is the path you follow, right? So suppose if when you are not having time, you can give 2 hours. Suppose when you have free, you can give 3 to 4 hours. It's all dependent to you. But max to max after the session, you will go, at least you should cover topic by your own. So you need 1 or 2 hours daily, if I'm saying. So that will be much helpful to you.
And one more thing for all of you, like we will be providing 300 plus hours of training, and we will be providing like on demand lab. So if anyone requires lab, so we will be providing that, and along with instructor. So he or she will be guiding you, like if you stuck somewhere. So all those things will also be included there.
Thank you, Mia.
Mm.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Anyone is having any other doubt?
So Arohi, this course is completely based on like codings, or coding is
No,
not
no, no,
required.
no. Coding. That's why I'm saying when we are a DevOps engineer, so coding is not the major concern, right? You should clear your concept over the cloud, over your tools. And when I'm talking about the coding as well, you guys are all are pro, right? So if you know the reasoning and the concept of it, Google provides everything, right? If I'm saying in that way as well. But shell scripting, if you know coding, that will be advantage for you. If you don't know coding, then it won't be a disadvantage as well, as a cloud engineer, or if I'm talking as a DevOps engineer part.
And will you also cover Terraform as well?
Yeah, we are covering that.
Okay.
That's why I'm saying that we are covering whatever I have taken care. So we have covered a cloud. For cloud, we are covering your AWS, and for the tools, we are covering your Terraform, Ansible, means all these things.
And is there a way I can see the curriculum, like if I want to see on a PDF format or something?
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely that will be taken care by Meha. Meha, could you please let him know?
Yes, we will be providing you the things after tomorrow's session
Thank you, Maya. Thank you, Arohi.
in
Thank you so much.
details.
And I want to know one. I have a question. Hello.
Yeah, please.
Is it mandatory to have AWS knowledge in order to learn DevOps?
Yeah,
Yes.
because when I'm talking about DevOps, so DevOps, where you do the integration, right? Suppose if you know any tool, right, where you perform that, where you integrate that. Because every right now, what are the scenario is everyone wants to move from on-prem environment to the cloud, right? So for moving from migrating from on-prem to cloud, we need tool, right? We need Kubernetes, EKS. If I'm talking about, we need a Docker management system. We need Jenkins. So suppose that is a real question, and that answer I'm giving you after 5 to 10 minutes when everyone join. Like we using Jenkins, right? So when we are deploying Jenkins, we need one VM, right? So for that we need cloud. So basically what we are doing, we are just launching one EC2 instance, and on that priority of that, we are deploying that thing, Jenkins.
Actually, Arohi, I don't have AWS knowledge. Like that's why I was.
For
That's what
that,
I'm talking about, Puneet. I think
Okay.
you are, mess up the thing. That is taken care by Meha. That when we are, when you enroll for the course, we are giving you each and everything, from very scratch and deep down, right? Where we are covering your cloud, where we are covering Linux, where we are covering DevOps tools, and in DevOps tool where we are covering your Docker, Jenkins, Circle CI, VCS also we are covering, right? Git. Okay, so what are the things which is going into the industry right now? As an engineer, you should know these terms,
uh,
right? So we are
Arohi,
covering all.
yeah, Arohi, just a second. Suneet, we will clear all your doubts after the session because we need to continue the session. We will have a call with you and we will clear all your doubts after the session.
Thank you, Mia. Thank you so much, Arohi. Thank you.
Arohi, we can continue
Yeah, everyone
with the
join the session.
topic. Yeah, they are there. We
Yeah,
can start.
just give me a minute, right? So here we are. Hi guys, everyone is here, or shall we wait for 2 more minutes? May I just let me know?
Okay, we can start after 2 more minutes. You can take a 2 minutes break if you want.
Yeah. Yeah. Hi guys. So now I'm starting with the Jenkins lab. Please let me know if everyone is able to see my screen.
Yes.
May I could
Yep, we can see that.
we are now what we are going to do, we are just installing the Jenkins onto the AWS, right? So first of all, we go launch an AWS instance, we connect to the SSH and execute these things. So now I'm going moving forward for this. For this, we want to launch one EC2 instance. Are you guys able to see my screen?
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, yes, yes.
So I'm just launching one Jenkins server, right? I'm naming it as a Jenkins server. Then I'm going for the Ubuntu. I'm just taking a AMI as a Ubuntu, right? So, and for this particular thing, I'm using, first of all, I'll tell you why we are doing that. So what is Amazon EC2? It just allow you to, create a virtual machine, that is a VM or instance that run onto the AWS Cloud platform. So basically, first of all, when we're going to launch a EC2 instance, first step, we just need to provide the name and the tags. So I'm providing you as a Jenkins server, and then we need to use the OS image, right? Amazon machine image. What basically the Amazon machine image is? Basically, when I'm talking about what is Amazon machine image? It's just a template that contains the software configuration. Like what are the software configuration? Your OS, like operating system. When suppose you all guys are using the laptop, right? You are having some kind of OS, like someone is using the Ubuntu, someone is using the Debian, like Windows laptop or the Ubuntu's laptop, right? So what we are using, you are having the under your laptop, what you are having, you are having OS as a Ubuntu or a Linux or a Windows, right? Then you are configuration like application servers, then application, and then we need to require to launch an instance. Then what we are using, suppose if you want to launch a Amazon Linux, you can do that. If you are a Mac, you are using a Mac laptop, then you can go for the Mac OS. Then suppose if you want to launch a Windows, then you can choose according to your like requirement, Windows, Red Hat, SUSE, then Debian, these kind of things, right? So what you need to do, you just need to select it from here. And if you're able to see my screen, so here it is seen like Ubuntu server 22.04 LTS. And then we are going to have what we need to choose the instance type. Okay, so when we are going to choose for the instance type, we are having multiple instance type, right? In the range of T3, T2, C5, C4. Any doubt till here? Anyone? Meha, am I audible?
Yes, you are. You can proceed further.
Okay. So now we are taking the free tier eligible, that T3.micro, right? And we need to create a new key pair as well, right? So I'm just creating a PEM file for the same. So I'm just creating the Jenkins. Suppose if I'm talking about, I'm just giving the name as Jenkins workshop, right? So I just create a key PEM file, right? And now what we need to do, we need to go for the network settings, right? Network settings, because we are using the default settings, VPC we are having, okay? And then we are not creating the security group, we are just selecting the existing security group and we are using as a default, right? And then I'm going for launch EC2 instance. So it's now launching the EC2 instance, right? So we can view as well. We need to wait for a few more minutes till its status check. What is a status check? Means instance status and system status should be fine. We need to wait for 2 to 4 minutes to make it stable as a 2x2 check pass. Then we can access the server. And Suneet, right now your doubt should be clear, right? As we are using the DevOps tool as a Jenkins, but we need to integrate with the cloud, right? Because we are using cloud virtual machine and then we are installing the Jenkins over there, right? So I'll just give you some info regarding the EC2 server as well. Till then, it makes it 2x2.
Yeah, I am
So
getting it, but I wanted to know like how did you launch this AWS Amazon.com? Like how you have registered? What is this? What I'm thinking right now, and
That we will
that we will
explain.
let you know,
okay,
that we will explain you later on. But
okay,
uh, as a brief, we just go to the Amazon console, then we just sign up for one account, and after creating the account we need to pay I think $2 in INR, and buy your debit card or a credit card, and then you are able to access that particular account. And then you need to fill your details as well, basic details, your name, your address, each and everything, right?
is
And
it chargeable?
please pardon.
I'm saying, is it chargeable or is it lifetime? Like, is it for I have to
Is
pay
it
every
you
month?
need to charge for only ₹2
Okay, okay,
according to the services which you need to use, you pay accordingly, right?
okay.
Nothing is free nowadays, so you need to pay. So when I'm talking about the instance detail, we are having the instance ID, like this is the instance ID. We are using the public IPv4 public IP, means which is accessible by everyone. It's an open address, right? And then private IP is this. Then you are having instance state is running, right? Then DNS, domain name server, EC2, and we are launching it into the Stockholm. So your region is EU North 1, right? Suppose if you want to go for some, I'll show you. Suppose if you want to launch for the US East region, so you need to go for US East 1, US East 2 accordingly. It depends. Then you are having the VPC ID, as we are using the default VPC ID, virtual private cloud. So it is there. Then we are having the subnet ID for the same. We are using the default configuration. We are not configuring anything right as of now. We are just using the default configuration. When we launch the instance, we are getting the configuration. We are using that only. Now I'm going to SSH my server. So I'm going to the terminal, right? First of all, I just need to LTRH. Why I'm doing LTRH? Because I just need to check whatever the PEM file I have created, I'm able to get that PEM file or not, right? Till then, anyone is having any doubt? As I'm using Ubuntu. So SSH means secured shell. I stand for the identity. Then it says it is my PEM file name, that is Jenkins-workshop.pem. And then I'm using the instance as a Ubuntu AMI. So I'm using the Ubuntu at the rate, whatever the IP I'm using, right? Any doubt, anyone? It's permission denied. Why it's permission denied? Because I just install it, but I'm not giving the chmod mode permission to my PEM file. So how I troubleshoot this thing? I'll just provide the permission to this particular file. I'm giving 600 permission chmod. Then now I'm again SSHing to my server. Now I'm able to SSH the server, right? So I just need to check the kernel version. So I'm using the kernel version as 5.19.0. So this is the command to check the kernel version. Suppose if I want to check df-h, what is that? So I just need to check what is any EFSs attached to it or not. Suppose if I want to create any directory, right? I just give you the same few things, right? Suppose if I want to create some directory, I just make mkdir arohi and I just do ll, right? So I just want to go to this particular directory. So what I need to do, I just need to cd then arohi. Suppose if I want to create some text file or something, so I can just create it through the vi. So now I'm moving forward and install the Jenkins setup.
Arohi, presently the instance page is open. AWS page is open. Are you
Okay.
writing it somewhere? I think that
Yeah,
is
yeah,
not visible. It's
yeah.
not
Okay.
visible.
Give me a minute then. Sorry, I do few things. I hope. Yeah, now it's accessible.
Yes,
So
it's visible. Please explain
no,
from starting.
yeah, yeah. Give me a minute. So what I did, okay, I'll tell you. Are you able to see my screen? I just need to do it from scratch, right?
Yes.
So I want to SSH the server, right? Uh, so the public IP which I'm getting, are you able to see my console and both the things, or
No,
only terminal?
only console was visible. Now nothing is visible now.
Now everything is visible.
Yes, now Teams is visible.
Teams
Yes,
is
now instance
every,
is visible.
yeah. So I want to SSH the server, right? First of all, I want to SSH the server, so I just copy the public IP, right? So after copying the public IP, what I need to do, I just run the SSH command over here. So I do SSH-I, then I'm using Jenkins. If you remember, I just provide the name Jenkins-workshop.pem, and I'm just taking the AMI of the Ubuntu. So I'm just using the Ubuntu and then the public IP. as I already provided